Welcome to Survivor's Quest. 3 brave contestants, 3 extreme locations, 1 goal: survive. And survive they did. Caroline sweated it out in the desert heat. Jenna stayed positive despite negative temperatures in the frozen mountain range. And Justin miraculously made it out of the forest in one piece. So now that they're safe and sound at home, we'll check in with our contestants about how their experience has changed them. And last but not least, we'll announce the winner of Survivor's Quest. Who do you think came out on top? Keep watching to find out. First, let's check in with Caroline. Survival is already a career for me, and this challenge showed me that I already have some pretty amazing skills. But I did learn one thing. There's always more to learn, no matter how much experience you have. I wish I had packed more electrolytes, looked for a more comfortable shelter, and brought a long-sleeved shirt. But I made it through anyway. That's because of one of the most important skills I've developed in my years of survival: resilience. That means not giving up when things get tough and learning from your experiences so you come back even better. Reflecting on my skills has inspired me to look into a new career in outdoor survival, becoming a search and rescue technician. This job combines skills like navigating rough terrain and extreme weather to provide emergency medical care to people in remote areas, like hikers and campers that need rescue. The skills I have now are a great start, but there's still a lot to learn before I can call myself a professional. I'm excited to keep growing on this new adventure. Caroline's right. Resilience is key when you're surviving in the wild. Can you think of a situation where Caroline, Jenna, or Justin showed resilience? Take a moment to record that memory in your notes. Pause the video now, and I'll share one of my memories when you're back. I remember that when Justin was looking for shelter, he kept finding places that didn't check all of the campsite checklist boxes, but he kept looking and eventually found a spot that was safe and sound. That's resilience in action. Let's check in on another contestant who didn't give up when the going got tough. Jenna.
I gotta admit, I'm happy to be home. I didn't expect to be in such a cold place for the challenge, but choosing the right gear and building a solid shelter, both of which are a part of expecting the unexpected, helped me get through it. This experience has inspired me to instill more nature into my everyday life by gardening. I researched what plants grow in our local climate and ecosystem and included some in my backyard garden. These plants attract insects, birds, and other wildlife to my yard, so I can work on my plant and animal identification skills all at once. And it's nice to have a little bit of the wild world right here in my backyard.
How inspiring, Jenna! There are plenty of ways to work a love of nature into our everyday lives. We'll see how our final contestant is doing that after this quick break. Hey, Survival Squad! My viewers have been asking, hey, Caroline, what kinds of jobs are out there for people like us who are passionate about wilderness survival? Well, there are plenty of careers where you get to use outdoor survival skills and be in nature every day. You could be a park ranger, someone who monitors wildlife and helps visitors in state and national parks. An environmental scientist, someone who studies how nature and humans interact with one another by gathering data in the wild to study and solve problems. And of course, an outdoor educator. That's what I do now. An outdoor educator teaches people about local habitats, survival, environmental stewardship, and so much more. These are just a few awesome careers where you can use survival skills and spend your days out in nature. But maybe you already have a dream job. Does that mean you have to give up your survival studies? Not at all. The skills we gain from outdoor survival can help you in almost any job and your everyday life. For example, in survival, we have to be adaptable and resilient. Take being a nurse or a doctor. They see so many different patients in a day. Doctors and nurses need to get to know people and their symptoms very quickly. They adapt to each patient's needs, listening to them carefully and staying positive to make sure they get the right care. And in many creative jobs, people need to be resilient. Artists, writers, and performers take on a lot of criticism or comments about their work. It can really weigh on you. But to be successful, creatives don't let the negativity get to them. They keep going. So, whether you want to be a park ranger, a scientist, an artist, or anything in between, being a survivalist first will help you get there. Before you get back to the show, take a moment to pause and think of one way you can use your survival skills in your everyday life or in your dream job. We'll get back to the show after the pause. Welcome back to Survivor's Quest. It's time to meet up with our last contestant, Justin.
I'm really starting to miss the mosquitoes and the mud. Just kidding, I am so glad to be home. But I gotta admit, I had a lot more fun than I thought I would out there. New experiences with lots of unexpected twists and turns can be really nerve-wracking, but a little planning, skill building, and a helpful team on the other end of my walkie-talkie can make a big difference. And now, I feel more confident doing things in my everyday life. Just the other day, I was walking in an unfamiliar area when my phone died. I wasn't sure how to get back home, but I remembered the sun rises in the east, and I was able to get my bearings. Then it started to rain, but I packed a light raincoat in my backpack just in case. Eventually, I found shelter from the surprise storm in a store where I talked to an employee who told me a shortcut to get home. Even though I wasn't in the wild, I used a lot of my survival skills, which made a random Tuesday afternoon adventure a lot less stressful.
Sounds like Justin has come a long way. Now, it's time to finally announce the winner of Survivor's Quest. Our winner didn't just survive. They learned from the wild, respected it, and grew along the way. They showed resilience, adaptability, and the courage to ask for help. They used this experience not to impress, but to evolve. And that someone is Justin! Congratulations, Justin! We've awarded Justin with a trophy, a Mia Tactic survival pack filled with essential survival items, and a lifetime supply of bug spray.
Wow! Thanks, guys! I really didn't see this coming. I came here thinking I was gonna get eaten by a deer or something, and now I'm the Survivor's Quest champion? I gotta give a shout out to all the great advice I got along the way, and to you for supporting me, even though I didn't always make the best choices at first. Practice makes progress, huh?
Thanks to all of our brave contestants for participating in Survivor's Quest. And a big thank you to the voters of the Miacademy Student Choice election. We couldn't have made this show without your help. Until we meet again, remember, survival is just the beginning. Thanks for joining us for Survivor's Quest.